to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills? Ryujin is hiring the best and brightest of today for your future tomorrow. Submit your application now at the nearest kiosk.
United Colony Vanguard program. Anniversary. Done.
Want to challenge your instincts?
You could possibly.
I can't talk now. I'm on patrol.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know. And hopefully I have some answers. Imogene Salzo is my idol. She's ruthless, but still knows how to behave around everyday people, if you know what I mean. She's probably next in line to take over for Ularu Chen, head of operations here, which would be a godsend considering Chen has no filter and loves to speak her mind. No one loves brutal honesty that much. Oh wow, you're serious? Well, Ryujin is the tech industry leader in the settled systems, mostly known for neuroamps which exploded on the scene about 15 years ago. Other than that, our products include operating systems, security, various quality of life improvements for the home. We're like a full package. If you really want more info, I'd recommend reading up at one of the kiosks. They've got this company's entire history listed. At least the history they want you to know. Between you and me, I think Imogene is about done with the whole process. You won't believe the people we've been getting. I heard the hiring algorithm Yuko made approved all applicants. And of course Yuko bailed when interview time hit. It's technically her job. And Imogene is furious. Good. Best not keep Imogene waiting too long. And the offer still stands if you need someone to show you the way. Great. Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
I've got my eye on you.
Gala at the New Atlantis Free Star Embassy? That'd be a good way to gather intel.
Don't cause any trouble.
Make it quick. I have a deadline. You're interrupting me. Is this time accounted for? We're on a strict schedule. I just want to make sure this impromptu meeting is properly tracked. Then I will remind you that the schedule exists for a reason, and we seem to be ignoring it. If time is money, then suffice to say Ms. Serrano would not be pleased with such a frivolous expenditure. Ms. Yuko Serrano? Senior Operations Specialist at Ryujin Industries? She's one of the heads of the department you're standing in. Hold on. I didn't say we should stop. And since you clearly have bandwidth to spare, maybe you can help me clean up a, minor indiscretion. Good. Let me give you some background. Recently, I've been assisting the impoverished in both Ebside and the Underbelly. I pay for the occasional meal, clinic visit, or comfort. But I may have lost a slate in the process. I need you to locate and retrieve it for me. Pre-assignment intel for one of our operatives. The contents themselves aren't too sensitive, so if you're thinking of betraying me, they aren't worth much as leverage. My sloppiness is simply an embarrassment that I'd like to correct. Then we have an agreement. Good. Go to the Underbelly and talk to the panhandler, Huang. Discarded items are her specialty, so she may have come across the slate herself. If you can manage to find it, bring it back to me, and I will pay you for the time. Perhaps I can best explain with an analogy. There is an aquatic species on Volai Epsilon, which, by cruel irony or test of metal, hatches on dry land. Only 1 in 10,000 make it to adulthood. Most are eaten, some simply die in the crawl to the ocean. Meanwhile, there is a similar species that is born in the water itself. They never make this journey and thus never know its hardship. Which begs the question, is that fair? I agree, which is why I choose to help those born into poverty. I know what you're thinking, and I am not what you'd call a bleeding heart. Moreover, I find the Underbelly filthy and unsanitary. But I also believe in equity. I am well aware that my life came with a head start, so I try my best to balance the equation and bring the hatchlings to the water. Think what you will, but I don't have to approve of the notion. But as much as I dislike the Underbelly, I will say this. It is a welcome change of pace. When you spend all day keeping secrets, a burden is placed on one's conscience. The time I spend volunteering sheds some of that weight. Goodbye.
Just waiting for more info.
Great. A full spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat. All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later. So, let's get this over with. Why do you want to work for Ryujin Industries? I'll be sure to let our marketing team know their phrases are catching on. But I hope that's your sense of humor showing. Not to say we don't have our share of self-important attitudes here. In fact, you'd fit right in where some are concerned. But, moving on. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience and no education. Why do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this? A bold answer, and hopefully one with truth behind it. How motivated are you to succeed? All in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in? That's a lofty goal, and one I'd love to see you accomplish, but we'll soon be the judge of that. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired. On a probationary period, of course. Especially considering this criminal record of yours. First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you? Oh, the Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that?
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody? Hearing that ad should have been the first sign they were gonna get rid of me. I bet Ularu was just waiting for the moment to hire you. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me. I'll make this quick! It's you or me!
Anywhere in the galaxy. Terra Brew, officially
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bad part of town, buddy. I'm gonna do you a favor. Head back to Bayou Plaza before the disciples get you. A gang. Worst gang there is. They'll stab you for kicks, taking bets on how long you squeal before you bleed out. And that's not a hyper whatchamacallit. They seriously did that. Poor Ted. Hey, it's your ass, not mine on the line. Whole area's gone to hell. Us crate rats used to think the Ebbside strikers were awful, with all the muggings and shakedowns, but now that they're on the ropes, kinda wish they weren't just holed up in Madame Sauvage's. Streets are getting bad. Real bad. Well, you'll find them at Madame Sauvage's. They're always holding auditions, as they call it. Looking for new blood. So, for being so helpful, chance for a donation. Come on, might be saving my life. What with the disciples and all. Have a heart. Can't blame a fellow for trying, right?
Only have a few credits left. Wonder how I should spend them.
as I wander the blackness of the deep abyss. My ship is in tatters, all dented and worn, but I trust my old engine to get back by morn. Way out in the blackness, way out in the void, way give me back to my true love, as quick as an old asteroid. Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking. It is, at that. If you believe the family tales, we've been merchantmen and freighter captains since the days of the East India Company. If you like my singing, you should have heard my pops. Now he had a voice. Ah, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next jump loaded in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
Hypotheses for evolutionary advantage of Aurora production.
You're making things harder for yourself! Neon security! Get back here!
Neon security!
Well, that just made my day more interesting. Look, I don't want any trouble, but I'd get fired if I didn't call security to get this body out of here. So I'd head back to Ryujin ASAP and let Miss Salza know if I were you.
Neon security, you're under arrest. We've got a live one here!
Got you on comms. I was on Gagarin not too far back. It was never a good-looking city, but ever since they banned mech manufacturing, that place just hasn't been the same. Let me just get my ledger.
know what's good for you.
Distinct coffee flavors, brewed using the secret technique
Neon
of a
security, stop!
Well, that just made my... Look, so I'd head back...
You're under arrest, no sudden moves.
You want to do this the hard way, huh?
Neon security, drop your weapons!
We've got you covered.
You'll find.
Hostile. Fighting. No.
who it is. You've come too far since I first sent you to Anchor Point. Best we keep interactions to a minimum for now. With the Terrans dealt with, I'm surprised you still have a reason to hang around here. Fair enough. But I'm sure you can tell this isn't a place I tend to hang my hat. I prefer laying low, bouncing from assignment to assignment. I feel too exposed when I'm in one location too long. Double that if I have to keep returning to it. I was hoping I could just point you here and not have to come back myself. Don't let the people that filter through here rub off too much on you. That's a stink that doesn't come off easy. But if you're in need of a scenery change, I've got a request you might be interested in helping with. That's the job. If it isn't one thing, it's another. But count yourself lucky. I've lived both sides of it, and it's not always a bad thing to be wanted. Thing is, I'm looking to tie up loose ends related to the Terran fleet you scattered. We've got intel on someone getting access to our Terran operations and leaking them to other parties. Could be they still are. Hard to verify much, while everyone was scrambling, dealing with the main forces. But now that things have calmed down, I managed to finish half of the puzzle. With your help, I could finish the other half and make it decisive. Nothing more consistent than someone backed by a need for credits. I knew you could be counted on. I managed to get what I have over to a contact at Mast. But I got word they ran into a problem they need help with. There are too many eyes on me right now to risk transmission of anything more. So I need you to go meet them and help with whatever it is they're running into. I'll stick around here while you take care of this. Keep the heat off you. You solve this in the meantime. And by the end of it, we should end up with the name we need.
Howdy.
Pardon?
Hope you're doing well.
What do you want? Huh? Something important then?
Correct. Auxiliary. Relay details.
Auxiliary? Wait, Delta challenged you. Delta?
Grew tired of following. Proposed series of challenges to determine who deserved to lead, asking for assistance for second challenge. Hack into encrypted device to extract designated file.
Okay, and you want me to encrypt a computer for you to use. Makes sense. If either of you encrypted it yourself, it would be an unfair advantage. Why me specifically?
You were determined to have sufficient levels of fairness to proctor the challenge.
I'm flattered, Delta.
Noted. Adding point to Roxanne. Partition enjoys flattery.
No, please delete that. Override Roxanne.
Override accepted. Deleting data point.
Okay, here we go. This is on short notice, but I was able to encrypt my personal computer. Everything else, like research, I sectioned off. I've created a slate file titled Win. The goal? Download said file, and present it to me first. Delta, you'll be using a remote access point, so you can both work at the same time. Any questions before we begin? No, not always. I've set up remote access on my own device so I can connect directly to it. If I didn't, this would never work. And Delta is... Delta. Obviously, they can interface with technology in ways we can't. I'm aware of your skills. There's an extra layer of security because of it. If I'm to be fair, then I have to make sure this won't be easy for you. And besides, Delta was built on a machine. On your marks, get set, begin!
Pestering attempt noted. Conversation denied.
I'm surprised you wanted to visit me. Can you make this quick? Really? Quicker than expected. Hear that, Delta? You can stop now.
Impossible. Running potential win conditions. Error. Unknown method. What method was used? Brute force attack. Most effective. Brute force is thorough. Able to check all combinations of text, numbers, and symbols. Pointless tactic for most. Intended for processing speed to compensate for perceived inefficiency. Counterpoint. Questions required in-depth knowledge of Dr. Burrow, potentially asked for information. Had not considered. Updating hacking process pathway.
And you did it without asking me anything. Clever.
Conceded. Winner, human. Loser, Delta unit. Updating score count. Auxiliary, human. 2. Delta unit. 0.
2, huh? Well, this has been fun, but now I have quite the data to look over. Was this all you needed?
Negative. Running win condition subroutine.
Now then, I have to change my password. As well as my recovery questions. On everything. If you two will excuse me.
Win condition subroutine errors. Method given. Impossible. Do not lie. What method was used? No answer detected. Increasing obstinance variable. Updating. Auxiliary human partition. Third challenge undefined. Must reconsider. Running simulations subroutine. Will notify upon challenge creation. Require more time. Requesting new objective. Level of familiarity increased. Unlocking additional bonding conversations. Recommending increase in productivity. Confused. Ulterior motive. Incorrect. Hate. They are inconvenient. Must lead them to must always slow down. Refrain. Easy. Humans are unclear. Robotic sentiment on humans. Deemed complex. Example. Vasco. Programmed to respect humans. Vasco's opinion of assigned disposition. Unknown. Opinion originating from programming or choice. Unknown. Second example. Robots lacking personalities. Terran robots. Terran robots protect Terrans. Protection drive programmed into model. Opinions regarding disposition. Unknown. Ability to form novel opinion. improbable, unable to deduce true thoughts of machine. Counterpoint. If thoughts present, robotic or human origin, logging emotional response. Frustration. Confirmed. Beginning subject research. Error. Overestimated auxiliary's grasp of language. Unpredictable. Unable to be known in advance. Taxing. Requiring effort. Computers are binary. Built for consistency. Makes them predictable. Easy to anticipate outcomes during interactions. Humans are not binary. Humans are not consistent. Humans are obsessed with spontaneity. Predicting a human's actions requires intense computations. Examples. What food did they consume prior to interaction? What temperature is the air? Do present odors offend them? Who else is present during interaction? Where is interaction occurring? What perceived power dynamic is present? What actual power dynamic is present? Does this human prefer compound or simple sentence structure? Prefer use of I or delta unit? Detecting change in stance uncomfortable? Must increase pause time in responses to ensure a human doesn't feel interrupted. Every human, every interaction, taxing and unpredictable. Correct. Previously stated reasons result in greatly diminished computational requirements. When interacting with machines, predictability is machines' goal, not humans. Counterpoint. Due to physical frame, must ask and answer questions sequentially. Instantaneous processing appearance externally is extended periods of time. Internally, every interaction with a human decreases analysis time for subsequent interactions with same human, able to build simulated models of humans after completing extensive research. After solving said human, computation decreases. Humans remain solvable. Only time to solve is increased compared to machines. Interesting viewpoint update. Bonding attempt denied. Level of familiarity not reached. Saving conversation log.
All weapons are go.
Well, that just made me... Look, so I'd... Long as you do, you better get back before that coffee...
To ensure you receive the best coffee anywhere in the galaxy. Gabriel, you made a big mistake. Hey there,
Package food?
new target. Counter. Attacker identified. Canceling scan separately. Engaging want. Compiling executions.
Someone help me!
Lowering strength variable.
Keep your distance. Acts of aggression will be met in kind. Galbank ship, not a vending machine. Take a hike. What I know is none of your damn business. We're on duty, not here to chat.
Sleep cycle.
Combat parameters updated. Executed. Analysis of Minimal. Hostiles identified. Recommended using ability on hostiles. Defeat deemed inevitable. Beginning slacking off timer. Conversation over. Charting new exhaustion rate. Updating speed. Adjusting delta and increasing teamwork variable. Adjusting patience variable. auxiliary. Beginning item transfer analysis. Recommending future conversation practice.
It's all becoming so overwhelming. The Starborn, the artifact visions, the music. Is it all worth it?
Mateo, are you having a crisis of faith? You?
What if the Starborn are right? What if our hunt for the artifacts is a fool's errand, doomed to failure and catastrophe?
You think we're doing the wrong thing? We just want answers. Isn't that why we all joined in the first place? The noble quest of discovery?
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shame either of you. Blame the workings of a worried mind. I just hope that this journey doesn't turn us into something that we wouldn't recognize from where we are now.
Hate to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask. Lot of equipment on the Eye has reached the span's end. If we're going to find more artifacts further out, we need work done. Got the nods and signs from Sarah and Walter for the materials, but I need hands. Console parts, replacement wires that have burned out, some fixes to the intercom between the station and the lodge. Won't be going alone. Need more than just the you and I. Asked around. A few constellations are already on their way up.
See you on the Eye. Anything that gets us closer to more artifacts is a good idea in my book. See you on the Eye.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Sounds like Vladimir could use our help on the station. wait to head up to the Eye again. I hope I get to help take apart things when we're up in the station.
Data incongruous with known laws of physics. Logging. Updated. Increase in accuracy. No hostiles detected. Cloaking technique.
Where will you appear?
Beginning enemy. Obituary. Warning. Catastrophic damage detected.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
The eyes open to you, Constellation. Good day, Captain.
My attention's glue is on the station monitors. Check with the others. Be doing the checks and marks on the repairs from here.
Setting up some software. Want to test the computer over there? Help Vladimir code up this system the first time. Now, how did this work again? If you could just give my ingenious software a test run. That, was supposed to happen, I think.
You colored the wrong wires. Station showing red. Nastier than I measured. Figured a few of the parts might be iffy, but this is going to take more than a span.
Knew I should have fixed that faulty code when we worked on it the first time, Vlad. My past comes back to me once again. I can stick around until it's sorted.
No need for the martyr's clothes, but I'm happy to have the help. As for you, while we're giving the eye the sorts, need to tip your ear on another matter when you got the time.
Hey, Captain. Need help with anything?
Don't want to worry anyone, but we got more competition. Not Starborn, rival collector. Captain Petrov owns a salvager vessel called the Scow. Runs it like a palace of novelties. And he's got a new prize in his collection. The Scavenger hires every gun and knife willing to chop relics out of their owner's hands for pay. Scrapes out any derelict ships his mosquitoes can find. Reached out through my hand-to-hands to see if we can do an honest swap. He says the rock ain't for sale for any price. Think we're gonna need a crowbar and bag for this one. He's got a reputation for seeing the gold in things, but he's no lab coat. Thinking he knows it's unique, but not why. All the more reason to clutch tightly. Left the life of a Jacobons behind myself. I know what I'm asking. But I see a clutch prize not up for the prying any other way. Not sending you lone hook on the job. I want Sarah with you on this one. You two will be foot to foot the whole way, so make sure you're ready. Give me the nod when you can.
Compiling list of observed errors. Confirmed. Preparing item transfer. Confirmed. Conversation over. Running analysis. Restarting conversation. Confirmed. Saving conversation log.
Spend so much time looking at the scans, I can see star systems orbiting in my head. Ready to head to the Scow? It'll be you and Sarah on the mark. Catch a smile out there.
Acknowledged. Lowering chances of success.
I'm listening. I'll only carry the good stuff. Just kidding.
Okay.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain's long gone.